This is DieCast Street League. Welcome back. This is DieCast Street League. We are here in Rock City. It is a beautiful 81-degree day, a perfect day for racing. Today we have an A-Class 6-car battle for you today. Yeah, Roy, we will be switching from 4-car to 6-car events. Sounds good to me. Let's get to these drivers and cars. 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 302. The driver of that car is Russell Anderson for Team RWA Racing. 890 horsepower. Dodge Charger SRT. The driver of that car is Old Sarge from Team Race Group. 900 horsepower. Porsche 918 Spider. The driver of that car is Numbskull from Team Numbskull Racing. 860 horsepower. 1967 Chevy Chevelle. The driver of that car is Giorgio from Team G-Force Racing. 970 horsepower. 2015 Dodge Challenger RT. The driver of that car is Poppy James from Team DRJ Racing. 900 horsepower. 1969 Mustang Shelby GT500. The driver of that car is Lobotomy from Team Las Vegas Sparks. 880 horsepower. There you have it. Those are the cars and drivers that will be putting it on the line for your viewing pleasure. We're going the best out of 6 races wins. First place gets 5 points, second place gets 4, third place will get 3 points, fourth place will get 2, fifth place will get 1 point. There are no points for just crossing the line here. You're gonna have to work for it if you wanna eat. Let's go! Numbskull has the lead going down the first long straight. Poppy James is at his door and got the pass on Numbskull. Can he keep it? No, Numbskull took the first place position. Poppy James is in second place. Giorgio is back in third place. Oh, Numbskull is getting harassed by Poppy James. Can he get around? Oh no, Poppy James lost it and Numbskull will take first place. Giorgio got around Poppy James for the second place position. Russell Anderson will take third. What a race. That was a good first race. They were competing for those points and they were bumping and grinding going down this race. That sounded like an R&B song. Yeah, Roy, they were mixing it up. It got physical. Right here, Numbskull had the first place position. You see Poppy James pass up Old Sarge for the second place position. He challenged right there. Numbskull, first place position, got the pass, but then Numbskull got the first place position right back coming out of that second turn. Yeah, bud, they was all grouped up like my cousin Paul T coming out of that second turn right there. Right there, Numbskull had the first place. Poppy James was on his bumper trying to get that first place away. He was in second place. Giorgio was in third. Yeah, Rory, Giorgio passed up Old Sarge for the third place position right there, and Russell Anderson passed up Lobotomy and Old Sarge going into the third turn. And Poppy James was all on Numbskull bumper right there over the hump bump Numbskull, but Numbskull kept the Porsche in the right direction. Yeah, Roy, Poppy James was all on Numbskull bumper, like you said, all the way into the S-curves. Numbskull had no air to breathe. Any mistake, and I'm telling you, Poppy James was with the pass. Yeah, he tried to pass Numbskull, but somehow got hung up on the curb right there and gave up the second place position to Giorgio. Right there, tried to spin Numbskull out, taking the inside lane, got hung up on the curb, and Giorgio took that second place position. Numbskull took first. Man, Poppy James is ultra aggressive. Numbskull in the Porsche won that race. He was getting harassed by Poppy James. And he got a 13-8. Russell Anderson in the Boss has 3. Old Sarge in the Charger has 0. Numbskull in the Porsche has 5. Giorgio in the Chevelle has 4. Poppy James in the Challenger has 0. Lobotomy in the Shelby has 0. Race 2 about to go down right now. This ought to be a good one. Giorgio and Poppy James in the front row. Who's gonna take this one? Well, Roy, could be someone in the back row. Oh, you right. Let's go! Poppy James has the lead going down the first long straight. Numbskull just got passed up by Giorgio. Giorgio passed up Poppy James. No, Poppy James got the first place back. Numbskull is pressing Giorgio. Russell Anderson is pressing Numbskull. Poppy James got some separation coming out of the S-curves, but Giorgio is closing but could not get there. Poppy James will take first place. Giorgio will take second. Russell Anderson will take third. Numbskull will take fourth. And Old Sarge will take fifth. What a race. Hot dang, bud, they was getting after it. Yeah, Roddy wasn't playing around on that lap. Sure wasn't. Right here, Poppy James had the first place position. Numbskull was in second place. Giorgio was closing. Something happened right there where Poppy James hit something, but he kept the first place position. Numbskull was in third place at this point. I think he might have been in fourth, but somehow he got the third place position back. But can you see he was in fourth place? Tried to take the third place and did so from Russell Anderson. Lobotomy tried to pass Old Sarge, but Old Sarge cut him off and he tumbled, flipped over a couple of times, and he was out with a DNF. And Giorgio tried to take the inside lane on Poppy James, but could not get it done. Tried to spin that joker out, but Poppy James kept the challenger pointed in the right direction. Your boy Poppy James was playing defense because Giorgio was on all offense, but could not get around Poppy James. Coming out of the S-curve, you can see it right here. Poppy James got some separation, but then Giorgio started creeping up right there on that last straightaway. And Russell Anderson got the third place position away from Numbskull. Right there coming out of the S-curve. Check it out right here. Took the inside lane, got the clean pass on Numbskull. Yeah, Roy, that was a late pass diving into the last turn coming out of the S-curves. Somehow, he got the pass on Numbskull. Russell Anderson was driving that Boss 302. He sure was driving that Boss 302. He got the pass on Numbskull. That's hard to do. That's right. Poppy James and the Challenger won that race. He was getting harassed by Giorgio, though. Yeah, he was. And he got a 13.99 time. Old Sarge in the Charger has 1. Numbskull in the Porsche has 7. Giorgio in the Chevelle has 8. Poppy James in the Challenger has 5. Lobotomy in the Shelby has 0. Race 3 about to go down right now. Lobotomy and Old Sarge need to pick up some points right here. It's the third lap. We only got 3 more to go after this. Yeah, Roy, a first place or second place victory would go a long way. Let's go! Giorgio has the lead going down the first long straight. Oh, Poppy James just passed up Russell Anderson. Russell Anderson passed up Poppy James. Poppy James passed up Russell Anderson. Giorgio has about a 5-car lead. Here comes Poppy James. Can he close the gap? Russell Anderson is all on his bumper. Oh, he's taking the outside lane. Tried to pass, but cannot get it. Giorgio took first place. Poppy James took second. Russell Anderson took third. Lobotomy took fourth place. And Old Sarge took fifth. What a race. That was another highly competitive race. Every driver was trying to get the position in front of them. Yeah, Roy, let's check out the replay. Right here, Giorgio had the first place position. You see Poppy James getting passed up by Russell Anderson right there. And then Poppy James got the second place position back going into this second turn right there. Yeah, bud, second place was a battle. Russell Anderson and Poppy James were doing battle right there through the chicane. They were neck and neck, toe to toe. And Giorgio had about a 5-car lead right there coming out of that third turn. Russell Anderson was putting the pressure on Poppy James, trying to get around him at all costs. Yeah, Russell Anderson was glued to Poppy James' backside like a black guy seeing Kim Kardashian in public for the first time. Yeah, Russell Anderson was in full harassment mode. And right there, you see Numbskull was in full harassment mode on Old Sarge. He was all on his bumper trying to get around him. Right there coming out of the S-curves. Yeah, Numbskull was trying to get around Old Sarge for that final point. Right here, you see Giorgio had about a 5-car lead going into the S-curves. You see Poppy James trying to close the distance, but Giorgio on the big end is a monster. Forget about it. He was gone. And right there, Russell Anderson tried to take the outside lane on Poppy James for that second place position. That was a good one. They was getting after it, I tell you. Right there, you see Numbskull tried to get around Old Sarge. Giorgio and the Chevelle won that race. It was an entertaining race with a capital I. He had a 13-12 time. Russell Anderson in the Boss has 9. Old Sarge in the Charger has 2. Numbskull in the Porsche has 7. Giorgio in the Chevelle has 13. Poppy James in the Challenger has 9. Lobotomy in the Shelby has 2. Race 4 about to go down right now. Lobotomy and Old Sarge need to make a move right here. They have no time to waste. If still in it, it's gonna be an uphill battle. Let's go. Russell Anderson has the lead going down the first long straight. Giorgio just passed up Lobotomy for the second place position. Oh, Russell Anderson passed up Lobotomy as well. Oh, Russell Anderson broke out. Oh my God, Poppy James right there crashed over the hump, hit the bridge and flipped over. Russell Anderson took a solo shot to the finish line. Giorgio would take second place. Old Sarge would take third. DNF for the other three drivers right there. What a race. Dang, bud, that lap was a DNF fest. Yeah, it was a lot of DNFs. Let's check out the replay. Well, let's do it then. Right here, Russell Anderson had the first place position. You see Giorgio was about a car and a half back from first place. He closed the distance going right here into this second turn. Yeah, he closed the distance all right. He was on Russell Anderson bumper right after that step down. He was on his bumper trying to get around that joker or spin him out, whichever one came first. Yeah, right here, Russell Anderson had about a half car lead going into that third turn, got bumped by Giorgio. Giorgio lost control. I don't know what Poppy James did. He didn't want to hit the back of that Chevelle and spun out, lost control over the jump, flipped about 5 times. Yeah, he was in the left lane, veered right. I don't know why he did that and flipped over on his roof like a cockroach that just got sprayed with rain. And Lobotomy plowed right into that joker. Yeah, Roy, I don't know why he veered right like that all of a sudden, especially over the hump. That is dangerous. And right here you see Russell Anderson was putting a stake on everybody. He had about a 6 or 7 or 8 car lead. I don't even know. I'ma say he had an 8 car lead. Okay, guys, whatever Roy said. Exactly, that's the way it should be. All the dang on time. Relax, Roy. I am relaxed. You see me sitting in my seat with my feet up, don't you? Yeah, Roy, I do. I don't know about you sometimes. Why would somebody suggest something that I'm already doing? Roy, never mind, Roy, never mind. Some days I wonder about you. You know that? And most days I don't know about you, Roy. Russell Anderson and the boss won that race. And he put up a good time, almost 12 seconds. Russell Anderson and the boss has 14. Old Sarge and the Charger has 5. Numbskull and the Porsche has 7. Giorgio and the Chevelle has 17. Poppy James and the Challenger has 9. Lobotomy and the Shelby has 2. Race 5 about to go down right now. We got Lobotomy and Old Sarge about to do battle in the front row. Who's gonna take this one? I'm not sure, Roy, but let's send them and let's find out. Let's go! Lobotomy has the lead going down the first long straight. Russell Anderson is in second place. Giorgio passed up Old Sarge for the third place position. Russell Anderson bumped Lobotomy going into the third turn. Lobotomy took off with about a 5 or 6 car lead going into the S-curves. Can he close the distance? No, Lobotomy would take this one. Russell Anderson would take second. Giorgio would take third. Straight to the replay. Well, let's do it then with your slow bud. Right here, you see Lobotomy had the first place position. Russell Anderson took second place away from Old Sarge. And you see Giorgio take third place from Old Sarge right there coming out of the chicane. Yeah, it was a couple overtakes already. Let's check it out again. Right there, you see Giorgio pass up Old Sarge for the third place position. He was trying to pass Russell Anderson going into this second turn for that second place position. And right here, you see Lobotomy had a 2-car lead, but Russell Anderson closed the distance, bumped Lobotomy right there coming into that third turn, trying to get around that man, but could not get it done. Lobotomy took off with about another 4-car lead right there over the hump. Lobotomy won in the Shelby. He had a 13.01 time. Russell Anderson and the boss has 18. Old Sarge and the Charger has 5. Numbskull and the Porsche has 7. Giorgio and the Chevelle has 20. Poppy James and the Challenger has 9. Lobotomy and the Shelby has 7. The last race, race 6, about to go down right now. But it's been some good racing today. I'll hate to see it end. Yeah, Roy, somebody gotta win and somebody gotta lose. Yeah, you right. Let's go! Old Sarge has the lead going down the first long straight. Lobotomy just passed up Numbskull for the second place position. Old Sarge broke out with about a 4-car lead. Lobotomy's closing the gap. Oh, he bumped him right there trying to get around him. Numbskull got around Poppy James for the third place position. Lobotomy trying to spin out Old Sarge and ended up wrecking himself. Oh my God. Old Sarge had first place. Poppy James had second. Giorgio had third. What a race. Hot dang, bud, that was some crazy action right there on that long last straight. They was bumping and grinding. They was, oh my God, it was a wrecking going on. That's all I know. Yeah, Roy, that was the most physical lap we had so far. Let's check out the replay. Right here, Old Sarge had the first place position. You see Numbskull getting passed up by Lobotomy. Fourth place was the battle. Poppy James and Russell Anderson were going at it. Right here, you see Poppy James pass up Russell Anderson for that fourth place position. He bumped Numbskull. He was trying to get around that Joker, but right here, Russell Anderson got around Numbskull. And he got around Poppy James. And Old Sarge had about a 3-car lead going into the third turn. Spun out a little bit right there, and that allowed Lobotomy to catch up to him, bumped him, tried to spin him out. You know Lobotomy is always in some mess. Right there, boom, Russell Anderson hit Lobotomy and almost broke that man's car in half, but he kept that Shelby going in the right direction. He was trying to get around Old Sarge for that first place position. Russell Anderson was in third place. Somehow he lost that third place position after that collision. He took a DNF right here. Lobotomy was pressing Old Sarge, and Poppy James was pressing Lobotomy and spun that Joker out. He was on his roof, and you see Poppy James got through all that madness. And right here, Poppy James took the inside lane, got the pass on Numbskull, and he took the inside lane right here on Lobotomy, got the second place away from Lobotomy, and Numbskull crashed into the back of that Joker, and they both took a DNF. Poppy James took the inside lane on Old Sarge and tried to get the first place position. He got second for his trouble. Old Sarge and the Charger won that race. He sure did. It was an entertaining race. He had a 15-second time. Russell Anderson and the Boss has 18. Old Sarge and the Charger has 10. Numbskull and the Porsche has 7. Giorgio and the Chevelle has 23. Poppy James and the Challenger has 13. Lobotomy and the Shelby has 7. Giorgio took first place. He's been running like a boss all day long. Congrats to him. Congrats. Thanks for watching DieCast Street League. Please like, subscribe, and share, and comment. Let's go!